Hello, fellow geeks. Welcome to the next episode of Stolen Fate, our playthrough of the Pathfinder 2e adventure path from Paizo. For this series, we have Chase, that's me, as our intrepid game master. M is the enthusiastic Krunk. Katie is the mysterious Gingham, and Tori is the quick-witted Jack. After obtaining the snakebite card, this episode picks up with the heroes taking a well-deserved rest before heading out on their next big adventure to obtain the Big Sky. We hope you enjoy it. Now let's roll! Alright, good evening, fellow geeks. When we last left off, you guys are ready to view a montage of shopping and downtime. So we're going to go over what everybody did with their well-spent time. I think we went over the span of 3 days. So, Tori, what did you do?
Jack went shopping. I think we all went shopping. He bought a face tattoo. Oh, I should have added it to my makeup today. I'll have it next time. He came back with a magic face tattoo, an eye slash, and a magical cape. He hung out with the plushy snakes that we got from the snakebite epitome for 2 days to get some poisons. And then he spent a day in Chiliax claiming the reward from the general that he rescued from the theater fire. That's it.
Fantastic. And what about you, Katie?
Let's see. Gingham went and taught the people of our lovely little portal a new dance. Then they went to the theater and reenacted our little snake adventure. And then they tagged along with Jack to Chiliax.
Excellent. What about you, Krunk?
Krunk went shopping, found a handy-dandy little jug that makes water, and then went, oh my gosh, what did Krunk do? Water, then went to do all the things. Theater.
Carnival.
Just pulled it up. We went to the carnival, tried to look around, got a hero point, then saw just the same creepy thing. How is that?
The banyata.
The banyata.
The inside-out crocodile with the tongue thing.
Yep. And then Krunk actually went and learned some new spells. Learned teleport, invisibility, super cool. And that was really all the things that Krunk did.
Some good stuff.
I feel like we need... I don't think Katie shared what Gingham bought, and those items feel very important.
They do feel...
Share.
I don't think so. Gingham got thanks to Emily, a wardrobe stone where they can envision a new wardrobe for themselves that does fun lore things. And then all of the scroll cases of simplicity for each magical, I want to say department, and that is very wrong, magical school. And then it came home with a raccoon that is totally normal looking and in no way looks like it's been in 8 street fights.
Only 8?
Only 8 in a day.
Man,
sorry.
What a good shopping trip. That was it for you, yeah?
Yeah.
No other wacky purchases?
Oh, I got a scroll of inevitable disaster. I'm just gonna sit on that for a while though.
Pretty excited to see what happens with that one. Okay, so you're going 1 day with Chiliax, 1 day with the snakebite.
2 days with the snakebite.
So we're up to 3 days downtime so far. Everybody on board with that?
And then a day of shopping.
Shopping can be...
that can just happen. Okay.
If you had nat 20'd on your search for uncommon, that would have taken a day, but...
Got it. Okay, so 3 days. It continues to stress me out that Chase is counting, but...
Does anybody want top 3 days, or is 3 days what you guys are going for?
I think 3 days is sufficient.
It's going to put you guys to Fate Day 10.
Fate Day 10.
Fate Day 10.
Roll a nat
Holy
20.
shit.
Oh, dang.
That's gotta
Wow.
feel good.
First roll of the game. That does feel good.
Yeah, you just stumble upon it right away.
It's serendipity. It's like Jack's leaving the tattoo parlor. He's like, man, I look so cool with this new face tattoo. This was such a good decision. And, just happens to glance across the market square. And there in the window, he sees the most perfect, beautiful cloak to complete his ensemble that he has ever beheld in his life. And he's like, I have to have that. That cape is calling to me. And Krunk and Gingham will understand. It's worth the investment. Jack is going to come back looking fresh.
Damn. Krunk is momentarily shocked. Jack, this is incredible.
Isn't it? Look at the gold. The detailing in this cape is insane.
I honestly can say I've never seen anything like this. It makes me feel a little silly about what I got.
What'd you get?
Well, I got this, and he pulls out a jug. It just looks like it's made of glass. It makes water endlessly.
This is a decanter of endless water.
You know I fucking bought a decanter of endless water, Chase. It's the most broken item in this game.
Useful.
And you know how useful it would have been with the stupid theater?
Oh,
Krunk
man.
ran across it.
been.
He's like, I need it.
That
So
makes sense for Krunk, though, after that traumatic experience with
Yeah.
fire. Jack kind of
Krunk's now a
gives
fireman.
him, he gives you a weird look at first. That's all it. Oh, I get it. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. I hope we don't end up in the middle of any more raging infernos, but that does seem like a good idea in case it happens again.
It just seems like it could definitely, well, it'll be useful at some point or another. It has 3 different functions. You can say stream, and it will pour out just a little bit of water. And then you say fountain, and it does a 5-foot stream of water. Or you can say geyser, and it rushes out into an eruption. It's quite good.
Wow. What a variety of functions it has.
I think we'll find it useful at some point or another.
Well, look what this cloak can do, too. And Jack gives it a flourish, and he casts Dimension Door.
Incredible.
He'll grab you and, take you, just across the court. Ta-da!
That was amazing. Can it do it again?
No, that was the only time today.
Oh. Well,
it looks
Time
cool.
for an
though.
ambush.
Chase is like, perfect. I've been waiting for this.
Chase over here polishing palms.
With my nat 20, maybe. Would you be willing to give me a discount on this item?
Tell you what, we'll let you apply your nat 20 to your discounts forever.
Wow!
I don't think that's as it was intended, but bravo on the exploit. Sure.
What's the item?
Scroll case of simplicity. There's arcane, divine, occult, and primal.
Scroll case.
But I don't even know if that's something that would interest you.
I mean, if nothing else, if Gingham doesn't use their prepared spells, their prepared scrolls, you can make them permanent by munching them. Not really permanent. You can turn them into minor permanent scrolls.
Case of simplicity.
I'd even just let you make money daily off of that.
Wow.
Katie,
Money
money
machine.
daily. 4 of them.
Oh, yeah.
So I think it's only 3 gold per.
Hey, it's 3 more gold
That's
than
more
we
than
were.
earning.
That's true. And you could do it 4 times a day. Because they're all different.
First level scroll is 4 gold, so that would be 2 gold per scroll per day. So if you didn't use scrolls, I'd let you just make 8 gold a day from it.
It's pretty good.
It's an earned income you don't gotta roll for.
At the low investment of 400 gold.
That seems...
It'll pay for itself eventually.
I found a spell that's called Inevitable Disaster, where when you cast it, some kind of accident happens in 1d4 rounds, and that creature takes 55 damage in those rounds, but the DM knows and no one else knows when it's supposed to happen. And I think that is really funny if Gingham has that scroll.
Oh my god.
That's terrifying.
I also found you a wardrobe stone if that interests you. You enter a brief trance in which you envision yourself entering a large dressing room. You maneuver through the endless dressing room mindscape and search for whatever articles of clothing, accessories, and garments you desire. After the activation, you gain the effects of illusionary disguise, except it only causes you to appear to be wearing the exact outfit you selected within the mindscape. The illusion also disguises the wardrobe stone to match your outfit and not appear out of place, such as appearing as a glove or bracelet. But it continues to occupy your hand when you're under the effects of illusionary disguise.
Jeez, I want that.
It's so cool.
That is really cool.
If you do the moderate version, Katie, you get a +2 item bonus to specific lore skills associated with your outfit, such as
Oh my
carpentry for wearing a
gosh.
carpenter's
Oh my
outfit or cooking for a chef's outfit.
Gingham dress up game.
That takes care of the -2 penalty on esoteric lore.
As long as you're cosplaying appropriately, you're good to go.
You have to get that. That's amazing.
Also, while you're gathering with the plushy snakes, they just lead you around the swamp and they pluck up little bits of materials for the poisons and they hold it up for you. And then when you take it, they bite you, but it's just like little fluffy nips.
Love nips.
Doesn't leave a mark.
This is hilarious.
I'm going to do the paladin add a protective force to Harrowheart. What does that look like when I do that for one day?
It's just permanent. You don't have to do that one. That one's not anything you've got to do. They just have a permanent defensive force there.
Oh, I thought I was like gonna be pulling like a ward and like boosting shit up if I did that. Oh,
No,
whoops.
some really, really bad things would have already happened if you didn't decide to release the paladin.
Shit, dude. Okay.
Oh, wow.
Big
Scary.
scurry. What else?
No, I changed it up a little. I am gonna go try to change the entertainment in town.
Ooh, okay.
So I'm gonna go
Yeah.
to the juggler.
Okay, what kind of entertainment are you going to try to change it to?
You should teach them how to wheedle and jig.
Kind of funny. Yeah, I'm gonna. And I am making my skills for the day performance in nature to do this.
Okay.
That I master. I'll roll it. I might roll it. Shit. 34.
34. Did you want a hero point?
Yes.
Okay. Boom, you got it.
And I'm gonna show up with a raccoon.
As a
Pardon?
mount?
Yeah.
Is that your mount? Yeah.
Nice.
Just this just rabid raccoon. Just like,
No,
Gingham's
it
like,
just
can we keep him?
yeah, that's exactly how it goes. Oh, I found him and he was really scared. And so I brought him back.
Jack's just like, no, absolutely not. We cannot have that thing. That thing could have diseases, rabies. Gingham, big anime eyes.
Big anime eyes and starts swaying with the wheedle and jig. Please.
So you're the one who taught those jugglers in the square. I knew I
What?
recognized that dance.
Whole accusatory moment. Why?
I found myself just losing hours there watching them dance. It's so captivating.
I know. Can we keep the raccoon?
It's just as long as it stays out away from my room
Oh, sure.
and out of the kitchen and off the table. We eat on that thing. I think I'm also going to go to Chiliac's Chase.
Okay.
See if I can cash in.
Nice. What are you trying to cash in on again here?
That signet ring.
This signet ring. Right.
I have to bring identification of my organization. So maybe we'll try to fabricate something. Maybe with Gingham's help. Maybe Gingham can help me forge something. So I have to spend 8 hours with the jugglers to change my closet location. So I would need to do that with Chiliac's, but I could just go after the 8 hours.
That's what
right?
that's what I'm counting is the day.
Got it. Okay.
I could do a day at Chiliac's. Because you want shit crafted, right? And I'm
I
a
just
good crafter.
I need some kind of full identification of our organization that makes me appear legitimate.
Oh. Do you want me to roll it now, Chase, or do you want to save that?
Oh, sorry, it's me. Yeah, you can roll now.
All right. Let's see how good at crafting I am. Oh, fuck. Well, it's a 26.
Oh my gosh, I just clicked back to the Foundry tab with the Banyata just pulled up just so aggressively in my face. It was unpleasant.
What are you trying to put together again?
Possible
what's the business?
documents for Jack. And
Or some kind of identification, because the Navy dude was like, here's my signet ring, go to the bank and bring your organization's identification. We can't just hand out rewards to everybody, you know?
oh, the smiling.
That is not a very good roll. I'm very stressed.
I rolled a 4.
Do you wanna a hero point?
Do I want to? Do I want to? Or do I want to get Jack thrown in prison?
Wow, I'm trying to get us a reward. I saved that Navy dude.
Man, I'm gonna run out of hero points. Can I?
Sorry. I was going to ask if I could assist with a deception.
You could, but it won't be enough.
Okay. Well,
I'm
I'll
gonna have
assist
to-
a few hero points.
You're saying I need to re-roll, is what you're saying.
Well, you don't have to.
It's
You don't
going to
have
go
to do
badly.
anything.
It's going to go badly for me if you don't re-roll. I think
Man,
it's
It's not
what Chase is
necessary.
saying.
I'm just so tempted to be like,
Stop
I
reading my
suppose-
face. It's fine.
I
Everything's
suppose-
fine.
I suppose I could potentially still lie my way through it. It just probably
No.
isn't going to help me much.
I'm gonna use a hero point. Okay, so hold on. My downtime has been changed the performance. I'm going to Chiliax with you. Can I use my third day to gain a hero point back and go to the carnival?
Sure.
Okay, I'm gonna do that. So I'll be back up at 2, but I'm gonna use a hero point and reroll
You want me to
this
assist you?
crafting.
I will
Yeah,
assist you.
go for it. Circumstance is a +2.
You get a +1.
I'm gonna roll this at a +3, or just add +1 to this.
Gingham is forging documents for me.
For
Krunk.
Sick.
fuck's sake. Okay, the highest would be a 29.
29's with Jack's assist.
Yep.
And with your hero point bonus.
Uh-huh.
Okay.
All right. Well, I've got my fancy cape and I'm good at lying, so
And
let's
a
hope that's
can-do
enough.
attitude. I have a
Yeah.
fancy cape and a can-do attitude. I can do anything.
Mm-hmm. Okay, I go to Chiliax. I'm wearing, so I'm looking very professional, except for, I guess, my,
Listen.
no, I can even cover my tattoo because I
you can.
have makeup and stuff. I have my disguise kit.
Can I Andy's coming hang out your backpack? Like
Yeah,
I'm
I
just
figured that's where
flopping
you
out.
would be.
Yeah, I'm flopping out your backpack.
Yeah, you got
Oh,
it.
I've got everything I could possibly use for this.
Okay. Yeah, you get there. I mean, there's an office for this gentleman. There's a receptionist at the front.
Like for his
Typical-
account or for him?
For his business, for his house's business. Houses in Chiliax have manners. They have places of business.
Oh, this is not just like a public bank. This is like his house.
His
bank.
house's funds. Yep. If you go to a bank in Chiliax,
Okay.
they would direct you to
Got
his
it.
own personal or
All right, cool. Jack straightens up. He kind of elbows his backpack and he says, "All right, let's hope this goes smoothly."
And there's a little halfling woman that's doing the accounting.
Recently for General Weber Tanlow, and
Oh,
I whip out the signet ring. He gave me this as a token of his gratitude and said I could bring it here.
so you did. Well, who are you with?
Gingham, what name did you give our organization?
Oh shit.
I'm willing-
Dreadful epitomes.
The Dreadful Epitomes?
Yeah. I'm
Okay.
basing that off of my role.
Okay.
She nods and she puts on some spectacles and takes out a big long scroll from out of a desk in front of her. She unravels it and she reads it. Okay. Yes, seems that you are entitled to a good sum indeed. And she's going to hold up a finger. Just one moment. And she's going to go walking into the back. She'll be gone for like 5 minutes. What are you guys doing?
What's this? I guess she walked away. Could I possibly have sensed motive, though, to see if it seemed like she was buying this, or if she was like, just one moment while I go find the panic
Push
button.
the red button, yeah.
Yeah, roll a perception.
Okay. I got a 36 perception.
She doesn't seem panicked. She seems very unimpressed, though.
Okay. I don't know if that means she just doesn't think we're that cool or if she is not buying it. But I guess while we're waiting around, I want to look at this place. Is this like a teller window?
No, it's just this is like a receptionist's office in the front. You know that typically in these kind of places, the vaults are usually underground.
Ah, okay. So it wouldn't necessarily be weird that she's taking a while because you have to go like underground.
Yeah. Uh-huh.
Is there anything valuable
You
around?
gave her the ring, right?
Yeah, if she took it, yeah.
Maybe there's like some nice, like pretty expensive pens and whatnot. Anything that's worth like a fort. Not anything that's worth like
Pens,
a
are they
fortune,
chained to the desk like at the bank?
No, they're not. You could maybe get like 3 gold's worth of stuff scrounged up from here.
Not worth. I guess I will wait around trying to appear casual, but I'm actually trying to map out potentially the best way to escape this office should things go poorly.
Excellent. She comes back in with a pretty decent sized coin pouch and she's going to hand it to you. Here you are. This should cover your entitlements, I think. Thank you so much for your service. I'm sure that the general is deeply, deeply grateful. He's just a very busy man.
Sense the motive if that was the most we could have gotten.
Yeah, that's definitely what Jack is gonna check on.
Yeah, this would be a society probably.
Okay, I can do that.
You could sense motive, but I think no, we need a society to get more.
So an esoteric
Okay.
lord, a -2 is what I'm hearing.
Yeah, there you go.
Ah.
Could Gingham dress up like a banker to get more information?
Gingham just pops out of
Oh.
my backpack.
No, what
looking
you
like a
do is you
banker.
dump Gingham out and go, have you seen my doll lately? And just, I'll enthrall the lady into more gold.
I don't think that will help the situation.
Enthrall lady, more gold.
That's only a 20.
My roll is, 39.
Wow.
39. You figure, Gingham, probably if you were a more important affiliate, then you would have gotten more gold for sure. She seemed rather unimpressed by your affiliation, and therefore you got a pretty low payout. Chiliax is known for if you are a high client, they will want to make you happy. If you're a little nobody that did a favor, they will push you off. Now, mechanically, you changed the performance in the town, and you get a benefit from each performance once. And dancing got you double value on the next item you sold. So this would have been 25, but you got 50.
Yeah.
All right.
50 gold?
Yep.
Does Gingham, Jack doesn't know this, so does Gingham take any action on their knowledge?
How does Gingham do this without the teller noticing? Not enough.
It's like a cough from my backpack.
Yeah.
Jack tries to cover it instantly. Excuse me.
That's fine.
I don't know if the general mentioned this, but I did save his life from the firebrands. I don't know if you heard about the civil disturbance a few nights ago.
Oh, I've heard epic tales of the heroism. Absolutely astounding. And she does like a very proper little clap.
Yeah, Jack will smoothly slide the gold back across the desk, and he says, he just insisted that I should be treated like a person who saved his life. He honestly would have been a dead man. He wouldn't even be around today if it weren't for me. And he was insistent that I am treated accordingly. I don't know if that was clear. I know that my organization maybe isn't very well known in Chiliax, but we're new and up and coming, so you really want to be on our good side. I think he was very adamant about that.
Really want to be on your good side? Is that so? Romy, I don't know. What are you trying to get at here?
I'd like to deceive her that he like wants me to be paid out specifically better than that.
Yeah, go for it.
Does she have a name tag or anything?
No.
Okay.
She feels like a Janice.
She does.
I'm gonna go out on a limb here and say your name's Janice, right? I got a 35.
Okay. 35 is a fail.
Oh, I didn't add my disguise kit. Is that is it close or
you're
no?
quite a bit off.
Darn it.
Any hero points, or you keeping it?
I'm tempted.
I mean, you rolled an 11, so like
I
there
did.
are 9 other numbers above
Yeah,
that.
but there is also a 50% chance that I don't roll higher than an 11.
I mean, what do you have to lose? We already know it's failing.
I guess so. Man, all right, sure. I'll go for it.
All right.
I rolled an 11 again, so it was 39 because I added in everything this time.
Okay. Oh, are you feeling just a bit underpaid and mistreated?
A bit, yeah. It's tough going in Chiliax for someone trying to make their name, you know?
Absolutely, I understand. But let me assure you, you got quite a good rate. Because you see, the rate that people at your stature typically get, or those who try to short the general of his funds, we do have quite an interesting pit fiend package, if you'd be interested in that one instead.
50 gold is fine.
Pit fiend?
Jack will slide the bag across. You have a
She
nice
gets like
day.
a little bit of a manic look in her eye. Her complete composure changes to like straight violence.
Yeah, you have a nice day.
Oh, you as well, dear. Thanks for coming in.
Yeah, Jack will scoop it up and walk outside. He'll dump the bag on top of Gingham. And and then as we get outside and away from the building, Jack is going to sit down with his pack / with Gingham and say, what do you say we cause just a tiny bit of trouble before we go home?
Really?
Well, yeah, she treated us like shit. Nobody gets away with that. Nobody messes with the, what are we called again?
The dreadful epitome.
Right, yes, the dreadful epitomes. Okay. We'll show them.
Oh.
And Jack is gonna basically spread rumors for the rest of the day before we leave. Can I do that, Chase?
Absolutely.
And Gingham, I guess whatever you want to do to cause chaos before we go. You don't have to do anything, though. I want to spread the rumor that the whole operation, the whole firebrand thing, was actually just a setup by the general's house, by Tanlo's house. They were trying to make a cheap play to win public sympathy and stuff by staging this elaborate kidnapping, but instead it resulted in the horrible fire and losing a beloved actor, and that's all on their house. That's what Jack wants to spread.
You got it. You don't even have to roll for this. This city is so filthy with their gossiping and their rumoring. You get lots of, oh, you don't say. And lots of pretentious people are just very excited to sow this all over town.
Cool. He adds too, he's like, oh, and I heard they're hurting so bad for coin right now, they can't even afford good payouts. Like, I'm just saying, if you are looking for work, you can get way better rates literally any other house besides the Tanlos. They're paying peanuts right now because their house is on the rocks. Why else do you think they would make a play so desperate?
Excellent. Yeah, you get lots of people gossiping back time for a new general. And yeah, looks like it takes.
Sweet.
Anything else for you, Gingham?
I'm gonna go invisible and go back into the bank and cause a lot of invisible problems for 10 minutes and then leave.
Back into the bank?
So much more dangerous.
Cause invisible problems.
Jack's like, yeah, I'll spread some mean rumors. And Gingham's like, I'll do property destruction.
Property damage.
Hold up. Okay, let's pause
This is
for a
when Katie
moment.
rolls a new character.
Oh no.
You will very likely die if you do that.
Damn it. Fine.
Because
For what it's worth, if Gingham proposes that to Jack, I think he will be like, I don't think we should ever go back to that bank. She literally offered us the Pit Fiend package. I don't know if you heard that. You were in the backpack. I understand maybe you couldn't quite hear everything, but she was very clear. And I think that going near there again would be a terrible idea. I mean, think of your raccoon back home. Who's going to feed that thing if you don't make it back? I'm not. You think I'm gonna feed your raccoon? Definitely not. You think Krunk is?
Oh,
Absolutely
maybe.
not. We're gonna leave him at the next portal if you're not coming back with me.
Fine.
Now I'll clarify. This is just a GM's warning. If you want to go try to get out of some chaos, you can, but that is a level 18 Diabolist with True Sight that you're about to fuck with.
No.
In a notoriously evil town.
No, it's fine. I'll just help sow rumors.
Okay, I like it. You could even like maybe take a peek and see that she can clearly see you when you step in invisible. She'd give you like the crazy eyes, the eyes of threatening death.
Are you here for the Pit Fiend package?
Sweet. All right, well, there's your shopping montage, everybody, / downtime montage. I guess to tie up the end of downtime, Gingham, you mentioned potentially wanting to use your crystal ball, which finished during downtime. That's all nice and crafted for you now. Yeah, did you want to take a spin for that on your silent hag statue?
Sure. Gingham will go ask Jack and Krunk if they want to go see this creature we've been seeing in the carnival.
Do I want to? Not really, but yes, I will. It seems important.
My feelings precisely.
Good enough.
Excellent.
Let's go.
All right. So you are going to try to scry on the banyata that you've been seeing at the carnival. So with the crystal ball, it has typically a DC of 33, but we've got 34 since you guys are using the silent hag. Now, normally you wouldn't be able to scry outside of Harrowheart because it is a different plane, but because of the silent hag's benefit, you can also scry outside of other planes. So let's see here. Let's go ahead and give this a roll and see if this thing saves. That is going to be a will save. That's a pretty good roll. That is right on the money of success.
Oh my goodness.
But let's see here. Let me look at the stats for
It's
crystal
a wily
balls.
banyata here.
Mm-hmm.
What happens on a success? This
Strong in
is for
mentality.
Scrying, right?
It is temporarily immune for 1 day, and the scrying fails.
Okay. Unless somebody wants to throw a hero point at that.
Nah.
Not super much.
Yeah,
Okay.
I feel like I'm going to need it for other things.
Excellent. Well, we'll give you this. You scry on this thing, and it fills with this cloudy mist in the crystal ball, and the grayish, smoky mist parts to black. And it looks like it just barely starts focusing in on something. And as you guys kind of look close to try to see what that is, you hear a weird little and you see that face just jump up at the crystal ball and fill the image, and then it cuts out.
Krunk screams and staggers back 3 steps, probably knocking over several things in the process.
Does he not go for Shadow, who's probably standing behind Jack?
I would love a knockover
Shadow's actually not behind Jack. You haven't actually seen Shadow around for a few days.
And you didn't find that relevant to mention until right now?
Chase, we would have spent another downtime day searching
Looking
for Shadow.
Okay. You know what? We'll see.
We might not, because we could scry him. Could we
That's
scry
true.
Shadow?
Yeah,
Well,
you
first
can
I'm just
scry
gonna ask
Shadow.
Guy.
Oh, that's true. We could ask Guy, but we can scry 3 times a day with this crystal ball, right?
Uh-huh.
Okay.
Sure
Jack
can.
has another request. But yes, also, Jack would have asked way earlier where the heck Shadow is.
Okay. Yeah.
Guy.
No, Guy will talk to you about it. He's still in that vampiric snake form. He's doing the wheedling jig, just like everybody else around town.
It's all the rage right now.
It's all the rage. Hey, looking for Shadow?
Yeah.
He's around. He's on break.
What is that? So he's not following me anymore?
I mean, he's on break. We all got humane working conditions here.
Where do you take breaks?
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Are you insinuating that Shadow's job is to shadow my dear friend Jack?
That's a good pun.
It was not intended to be humorous.
No, sorry. I mean, yeah. What else? Speaking of, listen, I heard some shady talk from Shadow's what you're calling him, right?
Yeah?
I heard some shady talk that he's wanting to go with you on one of your little adventures. You need to make sure under no circumstances you let that happen. Gonna get the threads all tangled.
What threads? His mouth?
The threads.
The threads.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, Well, that made it so much clearer, guy.
Thanks. I've been working on it.
It doesn't seem like he's in much danger of following us if he's not even around right now.
I mean, nah. He's pretty stinky, though. Last I saw, he was in your room, I think.
What?
That's his break room.
What? No. Okay.
There's a little pop-up in the corner of our HUD, and it says, nobody liked that.
Okay, I guess I'll deal with that. Is
Shadow
his
comes
mouth?
walking around the corner. He's got the thread mouth, currently in a straight line, and he just walks
good.
right up to Jack.
No black holes. That's good news.
Oh, yeah, that was yesterday's news.
Right. Shadow, you good?
He reaches out a hand like to shake your hand.
Jack looks to Krunk like, are you seeing this?
Krunk has narrowed eyes, and I would like to sense motive to see if Shadow has any nefarious designs on his good buddy Jack.
Roll it
What
blind.
is this handshake?
Roll it blind?
Yeah.
Okay.
Gosh, I would love to sense motive here because I'm good at it, but I think Jack is just taking this at face value.
It's a little suspicious.
It's a little suspicious. Chase, you cannot feed into Krunk's paranoia like this. Krunk storms forward and slaps this hand away from Jack.
Whoa.
I don't trust it.
He grabs Krunk's hand when you slap at his hand.
Do I feel anything?
You feel a very soft hand, and then his other hand just pats the back of your massive hand.
What does that mean? What do you intend by this?
He turns around and walks away.
I don't like this. I don't like this a single bit.
That was weird.
I didn't enjoy that.
I got promoted, so, I mean, it makes sense.
Promoted
What?
to what? What's his job now?
By who?
By who? By you!
What? What did we promote him
You
to?
guys are so funny. Ah, man. Knee slapping every day, 24/7. That's my boss's.
You don't have knees.
Well, not right now. They're probably in there somewhere.
Jack.
Didn't enjoy that thought.
Jack, I have been striving for patience for some time now. I meditate frequently. I pray to Desna that I will be able to survive this place with my sanity fully intact. And yet, that man continues to speak that way. The other one that now has a mouth refuses to say anything at all. My patience is thin.
And now we have a rabid raccoon running around the place.
And now we have a rabid fucking raccoon.
Hey, that thing's neat.
Neat.
Birch is neat, isn't he?
Oh God, Gingham, where did you come from?
When did you get here?
I've been dancing with everybody else.
That blasted dance is everywhere.
They don't know comedy. They only know this strange dancing maneuver. Ugh.
Hey, isn't it neat?
All right, let's cut back to the scrying. We are learned nothing about Shadow except now he's not following Jack anymore.
Speaking of Shadow, he comes walking back in the room with his twine mouth kind of cocked in like a smug, slanted smile. And he looks like he's got a different composure. He's not just like a stiff brick anymore. He's twirling a dagger around, looking like a full-blown, like, dexterous smuggler.
What the hell?
He's
What is
becoming
happening?
you.
Jack, you notice that the dagger he's twirling around has the engraving for Victoria.
No, he did not. He did not take my dagger. Jack immediately checks his bag of holding. Is the dagger in there?
It's gone. And when you look up at Shadow, he winks at you and he tosses it to you.
Jack catches it and then he comes at Shadow.
Okay.
And he's going to hold the knife up to Shadow's throat.
The closer you get, his eyes get wide and the twine mouth just goes to a line and he gets very rigid again.
When he kind of freezes up, Jack like holds it to his throat and then he looks back at Krunk and Gingham. What is this thing?
That's what I've been saying this entire time.
Listen, he's really no problem. He's just having a little bit of fun. Just don't let him go through the portals with you.
Stealing my dagger? That crosses a line. I'm the only one who steals things around here. And Gingham, when it's a sword out of a dragon's hand. Okay?
Well,
Want me to add it to the employment agreement?
Yes. No stealing our stuff. Can we add that?
You got it. You had it in mind, but nobody else's.
Okay, let's add that to everybody's.
Oh, it's
Are we all in
done.
a... Okay.
Wrote it with my
Jack.
knees.
Jack, I don't want to, intrude upon whatever is going on with you and this friend of yours.
I don't know what's going on, but please intrude away.
I wonder if I could perhaps study Shadow whenever we have time in between jobs. Make a research project out of it, try and determine what is changing about him. It seems
Sure.
as if he was emulating you.
I guess I mean, I tried to kind of experiment with the twine and stuff. That's how we got the twine in the first place. Sorry about that, Gingham.
You still holding a knife to his neck?
No, once he went rigid, like once he kind of, to Jack at least, it appeared like whatever kind of consciousness Shadow appears to have, like maybe he kind of apparently has the ability to like check in and out. It seemed like that's what Shadow was doing. So like when he kind of goes vacant again, Jack has kind of assumed that the entity has exited or whatever.
Entity has left the building.
Yeah.
And as you
Shadow has
remove the
left the chat.
dagger, he stays rigid and just falls flat back.
Can I do some sort of test on him, Chase? Like an arcana or like medicine or something? Like, what is up with this thing?
Yeah, you failed your initial check on it, so if you spent downtime, I'd let you re-roll doing some studying.
Well, I know we've... Go ahead, Katie.
Oh, no, go ahead.
I was just going to add that all we've managed to figure out about him is that he is a simulacrum.
Yeah.
That's it. Go ahead, Katie.
I just wanted to walk on him.
Yeah.
That's a very important
You
detail.
do that, and when you walk on him, Gingham, you can see that he has a tiny little tear in the corner of his eye.
Jeez, stop playing with my emotions.
Gingham's gonna take a little bit of straw out of their sleeve and just dab at it. Oh, he was just a little startled. It'll be okay, Shadow.
Gingham, what are you doing?
He's crying.
Well, do simulacrums have access to emotions? Or is this merely a ploy for manipulation purposes?
You know
Why
enough
now,
about
Chase?
simulacrums to know that they typically emulate emotions, but they don't typically have them.
According to my memory, this should only be an imitation. When these things are made, they generally don't have real emotions as we would recognize that.
I mean, I've fake cried plenty of times to get out of something.
Jack, you scoundrel.
Well, Guy, can you just keep an eye on him?
Always.
Okay.
I'm a supervisor.
Well, you need to do a better job.
Hey, you see this place?
Supervising him, I mean. The rest looks great.
All right, if I do it, I want a raise, though.
What are we paying you?
Oh, Boss Krunk.
Just don't ask any more questions, Krunk.
I'm ready to go kill something.
Okay, but first, Gingham, I need you to scry one more thing, if you can.
Oh,
Jack will reach into his backpack and he will pull out a scrap that he ripped from his... Oh, no, I guess he didn't. No, he did. He tore it from his mother's dress before she exploded. After she exploded? I don't know. Whatever. He has a piece of his mother's dress and he hands it to Gingham. This can go across planes, this scrying thing, right? So I want to see if it works.
Oh, I'm gonna tuck the straw that I was just dabbing Shadow's face with in Shadow's pocket and then go do a scry.
Okay, you got it.
That is such a good idea, Tori.
Well, that was what we said when we knew we could scry.
I forgot.
I've been sitting on that, waiting for this crystal ball.
All right, that's a DC 34. Let's see what we got. All right, that's a 20, which is a critical fail. What happens on a critical fail?
The spell succeeds and the eye follows the target if it moves, traveling up to 60 feet per round. It lasts, so the whole spell is sustained up to 10 minutes.
All right, so you see through the crystal ball that same mist appears, and then it wisps away. And you see just darkness surrounding a massive pile of bones. And upon that pile of bones, you see your mother, Jack. But she is in her green hag form. And she is sitting cross-legged on top of the pile of bones. And in one hand, She is holding a skull, and with the other hand, with one of her long yellowed nails, she is just scritching right in the forehead over and over and over again. And you can just see a scratch mark has made a deep gouge in the center of this skull. Her eyes look kind of lifeless and empty.
Is there any sort of recall knowledge I could do to make a guess at where she is? Like, is she dead? And two, what she's doing?
Yeah, make me a religion.
Okay, I have hag lore for the what she's doing, if that might apply.
It doesn't in this case.
Okay, I'm always itching to use that hag lore. Religion. Okay, I am going to...
Do we want to use the +2 from the studying of the hag story we did already?
I didn't go, but if you guys want to do the check, you can.
Oh, is it not for all of us, Chase?
Just for whoever did it.
Okay. What would I roll for that?
Religion.
Religion? Okay, +2.
I do have a +2 from my Silent Hag card, though.
Fantastic.
35 for Jack.
Ooh, 25.
Okay. Let's see. 35 for Jack. Krunk and Jack, you guys can both gather this appears to be some sort of afterlife, though with the details you don't know what exactly. But given the vast void around her, you almost think you can see maybe some swirling spirit. She does appear to be dead.
Okay,
She's in the
Well-
boneyard.
that's that then.
Ah, well, Gingham, it appears that you are, in fact, not Jack's mommy.
Oh, that's good news. I didn't really want to be.
I don't... Okay,
What?
good news. No, I don't think that's something that Gingham could have chosen or not. It's just, it was or it wasn't, and it's not, so...
Good news, then.
Yeah, okay. Let's, move on. Jack will shake the crystal ball like a little magic 8-ball, to clear the fog.
I
Like
don't
a
want
little
this
snow globe.
anymore.
Exactly. Let's be done with that.
Are you okay, Jack?
Yeah, I'm fine. It's fine.
Of course he is. Look at him.
Means I don't... There's no one to answer the call to anymore, right? I guess I don't really need this anymore. He'll pull the outcast dagger from his bandolier and kind of twirl it in his hand. I mean, I'll keep it. It's a nice dagger, but
Is
anyway-
everything all right, Jack? It
Yeah.
seems as if the news that your mother is actually dead is actually not bringing you the joy I would expect.
well, I always thought that I had to kill her myself with this. He holds up the dagger again. That didn't happen. She exploded in a rain of blood and gore due to a ritual that some other hags put on.
I remember the taste.
Yeah.
Oh.
As Jack is talking, his green eye glows quite brightly.
I don't feel this, right?
No,
Okay.
Can I do
So-
a check on that?
your
Yeah,
perception.
like
Krunk and Gingham both just like,
look at each other, then back at Jack.
as
Is this
Jack is
blind
having
chase?
this nice
No,
heartfelt
you can
monologue.
You can do public.
Does this have to do with hag things?
Yes.
He's
I'm
7.
rolling so low. Okay.
It's enough for both of you
28.
to realize. You notice that the crystal ball, you see that fog swirl over it again, and as it fades, you see a green hag's face right up against the crystal ball as if it's looking out and watching you all.
Does it look like the same hag?
Yep.
Okay. I assume Jack doesn't notice this.
Yeah.
Krunk once again screams. It's just a wordless 2-second scream where he's pointing at this thing with a blunted finger.
Gingham's gonna tap the crystal ball. No, that's enough.
Shadow, who is rigid on the ground, slithers over like a snake and like leaps up like a dolphin and smacks the crystal ball out of the hag's mouth. the hag statue's mouth. And as it drops down, the crystal ball goes clear again.
He could see us! He could see us back! And I'm gonna help Shadow up if he, like, dolphined to the ground.
He's rigid again.
Into the ground.
Krunk's gonna pat Shadow's back. Like, he did a good job. I think Shadow knew about this. I think that when we scry, they scry back. This is a dangerous artifact. It needs study.
Can I knowledge what just happened?
Yeah.
Back?
Esoteric lore, I imagine.
Of always esoteric lore.
What type of check is this, Chase?
This would be a Arcana.
Okay, I do Arcana. Not well, apparently. My freaking dice are so shit.
Ooh, mine's not much better. 26.
Yeah, neither of you guys are really sure.
Could I do a hag lore?
Yeah, sure.
That's just my catchphrase.
Well,
this campaign.
has anybody told you about your eye yet?
I
Oh.
will. Anyone gonna laugh? No, okay, it's fine.
What is it? He starts looking as if like there's something on him.
Oh, Gingham pulls out a scrap mirror that they have in their bag.
Jack like smacks his hand over his glowing eye and shuts it, like squeezing tight.
Yeah.
I'll do a hag lore roll.
Please do.
Only a 23.
Man, none of you are sure.
The brain cell got passed around and no one kept it.
No, I'm gonna do a hero point. This is important to Jack.
Okay.
It feels important.
Yeah. Oh, also, Chase, so the silent hag only applies to Arcana, Nature, Occultism, or Religion checks to recall knowledge.
Uh-huh.
Could I apply it to a lore check since it would have normally been Arcana?
Yeah, it feels
Okay.
applicable.
Okay. Oh, I forgot to add the hero point as well. So
That's
it would
okay.
have
So
been
33?
33. Yeah.
When you look at the mirror and you think back about what just happened, and you saw maybe just a glimpse of your mother's face with that crystal ball before Shadow Dolphin leaped up and smacked it out of the way, you recall a very familiar feeling that started to come over you. Subtle, but you recognize it. You feel like your mother was activating the call.
Jack just, with his hand still over his eye, he just starts like trembling and he slowly sinks to his knees and his hand just drops.
Jack.
Oh God, you guys, I felt it. I felt it again. The call. When she looked at me, it's not gone. I thought I would. Oh God, what am I gonna do? How can I can't get rid of it. She's already dead. I can't kill her again.
Well, Jack.
God, I was such an idiot for thinking I could ever get out of this.
Jack, look at me. And Krunk is very serious and he gets down on one knee to look at Jack. You are going to lean on your friends and you're going to trust that we won't let her take control of you. She is in a different place. You never have to look upon her face again. And if you wish, we can go through the process of summoning her just to murder her once more. There's many things that we can do. And we might not have the answers now, but we can get them. But what you need to know is that I will never leave you to this call alone.
Okay.
Shadow stands up and walks over and gets uncomfortably close and puts a hand on your shoulder as well.
Jack starts crying.
Oh.
And if that doesn't work, we could try to take your eye out.
Really? Really? You're so shitty, Gingham. Krunk's gonna extend his cape to make a half wall around Jack so he can cry in peace. I won't let him take your eye, Jack. I promise.
Jack starts laughing instead.
Muffled behind the cape. We could get him a new one.
Tears stream down Shadow's eyes, and then and his little twine mouth goes to a big old frown. And then he's gonna casually walk like just inches in front of the swirling mist portal to the big sky. And he's just gonna stare.
I'm gonna go see what he's staring at.
Yeah, so as you stare through the portal, you just see like a little forest clearing. Trees off in the distance. Shadow just seems to be staring. Tears rolling, frowny face. You can roll me a perception, Krunk.
Thank you. Oh,
Nice.
33.
33. You see, hiding very well under some heavy foliage in the trees, you see a creature. It doesn't look like it's looking directly through you. You know from experience these portals, they don't go both ways. But there is a humanoid of sorts hiding in the deep foliage of the forest. They look like this. Description?
It looks like a raven man holding a gun that can shoot spikes. He also appears to have a sword at his hip. He's holding his gun very protectively. Oh, and there's an emblem on his shoulder of a clawed talon. Or taloned claw?
Is it like a Tengu?
It is a Tengu. Do you want to roll society on that clawed emblem, Krunk?
You know I would love to. Oh, a 17 brings me to a 35.
35. Man, you think back really hard on it, and you cannot recall seeing that emblem anywhere.
On a 35? I don't recall? Man, okay. Good to know.
Everything
Krunk
okay
will
over there,
describe
Krunk?
this. There's something strange. There's a Tengu hiding in the forest, holding a strange contraption and a symbol on his shoulder. I've never heard of such a thing.
Of a Tengu?
Well, no, of this society that he belongs to.
Ah, okay. Jack gets up from off the floor and sort of cleans himself up. Well, should we go investigate? I really don't want to stick around here anymore.
You see another face pop up, and then another, and then another, and then another. They all kind of look like this.
Whoa.
Oh.
Not to be alarming, but an army of pirate Tengus have joined the forest.
Very
They've got
old,
big ol'
crusty looking.
schnozzes.
Yeah, really crusty looking pirate Tengus.
They've lived a life, okay?
Several lives.
I don't like it, actually.
I'm a
He
fan.
looks a little grumpy. They're just staring?
They're just staring.
Like at us? Like seemingly at us?
No, it
even
looks like
though-
they're hiding, watching something.
Oh, interesting. Okay.
Seems as if we could be going into a bit of a predicament. Do we know if spells persist through these? I could prepare a invisibility sphere and allow us to approach undetected.
I
I don't see why not.
What did you just shout at me, Gingham?
was looking for Guy, because maybe Guy could tell us.
Oh,
You
I just
probably
heard,
can't.
"Hi."
Knowing
you're
Guy,
calling for Guy?
he won't have an answer,
Yeah.
but we can try.
Krunk was just growling. You said Guy. Yeah, no, Guy comes up, poking his head around the corner. Guy, now, it looks like one of these pirate Tengus. Yeah, what?
If Krunk casts spells on this side, or any of us, and we walk through the portal, does the spell stay?
Oh, yeah, that should be fine.
Should or is?
Well, I mean, I'm no spellcaster, if you know what I mean.
You
either
just mean that
are
you
or
don't cast
aren't.
spells.
You.
I think that's about as straight an answer as you can expect from Guy.
Okay.
Infuriating as always, Guy. Return to it.
Oh, you got it, boss.
Shadow, you have to stay here.
Shadow shakes his head.
You have to.
Shakes his head again.
Mm-hmm.
Shakes his head again.
Guy, why can't he come?
You'll mess the threads up. Trust me, you don't want to open that can of worms.
Maybe the next one, Shadow.
Shakes his head.
Guys, I don't know what to do.
Crouches down and tries to get a good look in Shadow's eyes.
He looks determined. Brows furrowed for a little bit the first time you've ever seen.
Do you know something about this next job
Shakes his head.
situation? Shakes his head no?
Yeah.
Then what can you communicate to me why it is so important to you to go?
Shakes his head.
Can you do anything except for shake your head?
Rips his twine mouth off and then nods.
My twine.
Makes like a Velcro-y, horrible, like, yanking sound as he rips it off.
Guy is the person that knows everything here. I feel as if we should trust him over someone who cannot tell us why they want to come.
But he just saved us. Or me.
I don't know about these threads. I assume they are threads of fate. Give me a moment to pray, and I will see what Desna has to say. I'm gonna do a prayer to Desna, Chase.
Okay. Roll me a religion.
I will. Hang on. I'm making sure that I don't have an ability that lets me have a, what's it called? You know what I'm trying to say? You know what I'm saying, man? I'm making sure I don't have augury.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
have augury.
Ooh.
Go ahead, Katie.
I'm just do your thing. You just
Krunk starts
reminded me
praying.
that I
Gingham's
have
like, I'll
augury.
just check here.
I'm just gonna check for real. Okay. 29, Chase.
29. You feel the warmth of your goddess, but you don't get like a strong inkling one way or the other.
Is Gingham using augury?
Yeah, the carnival card gives augury once a day.
Oh, cool.
Ooh.
I just remembered that. That's what prompted me is I'm gonna see, and I have augury.
Look at us using our items and things.
We
Look
love
at
using
you
our item and
go.
things.
All right, let's take a look here. So 30 minutes in the future is what you can predict. I roll
so
a secret flat check. On a failure, the result is always nothing. Okay, gotcha. So it could be, if it's nothing, it could be there won't be particularly good or bad results, or I might be lying to you. So secret check.
Secret
What are we
tunnel.
asking about specifically? Are we
Enough.
asking what happens if we bring shadow or if we leave shadow?
If it's dangerous to bring shadow.
Yeah.
Dangerous to the threads.
Word the question exactly how you're going to word it for your augury.
Ooh. Go ahead,
Because
Katie.
we don't even know what the threads are. What if we don't like the threads? What if Guy is the bad guy?
I could be the bad guy.
Yeah. The question is, would it be a bad idea to bring shadow?
Okay, so when you do this one, you'll need to word the question of like, what will it be like if we?
Oh, okay. Well, what would it be like if we brought shadow then?
Okay, the check has been rolled. Your augury returns woe, which is the results will be bad.
Gingham looks up. I imagine Gingham casts augury with random stuff in their bag, actually with the card next to it. Oh,
What is that deep sigh?
we should not bring shadow. If we do, the chances of him, it's his woe.
What does Desna say?
I feel Desna with me, but I don't feel an answer.
Well, I guess that means you're staying here, Shadow.
Shakes his head.
Sorry, maybe we can explore this once we know more.
Starts shaking his head furiously.
Is he
So
gonna just
sad.
like jump through with us? Do we have to restrain him?
We could ask Guy to restrain him.
Feels a little extreme for the poor fella.
Well, he took him away once, remember, and told Shadow not to beg.
Nah. I suppose that is true.
Well, I'll give it a try. Jack will start stepping, like making to step through the portal, basically to test if Shadow's gonna like make a break for it.
Yeah, as soon as you start to step, he grabs onto your arm.
Shadow, you can't come.
He's shaking his head so violently you can hear his neck clicking a little bit.
Oh my gosh. Guy, I think you're gonna need to keep him here.
As soon as you say Guy and you turn around, Guy is one of those Tengu and has this massive spike gun that just launches with a big pop, a massive net that's just gonna hit Shadow and take him down with this like highly powered net projectile.
Okay, that was aggressive.
Come on
Just-
through, I'll take care of Shadow.
Don't hurt him. I think that's possible.
Doesn't feel good to get netted. He'll be all right.
Chase, intimidating glare on Guy.
Restrain him, not like that.
So that's a 34. Just when the gun came out and aimed at Shadow, Krunk's shield came up and he tried to step in front of Shadow before it hit. And he's just glaring at Guy.
Sorry, boss. I'll add that one to my own employee agreement. No more drastic measures.
Oh god. Okay. Let's
I'm
go.
gonna cast invisibility sphere. Do we want to do that or no?
I think it's a good idea.
Yeah.
Okay, it's gonna take one of my spell slots, but I'll go ahead and do invisibility sphere.
All right. You guys, what does it look like, Krunk?
So Krunk is gonna clasp his palms together and then pull them apart abruptly while incanting aloud. And it just, as he pulls it apart, a bubble appears between his palms and then rapidly expands to make a small sphere of invisibility around them. So anybody on the outside of the sphere just thinks they're seeing all the way through, but us on the inside just have like a slight warbling effect and a dome around us.
Cool.
Excellent. All right, and then you guys are stepping through.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Excellent. Okay, you guys step through the portal. We're gonna change maps. So,
Quick interruption. How much longer are we gonna go? Are you gonna like wrap here?
yeah,
Okay.
we'll end
I
on a
just
bit of a
didn't know.
cliffhanger here.
Gotcha. Okay.
All right, you guys step through, and as you step through, you see, you're facing towards those figures over here that you see crouching in the bushes. You
The
guys can see
pirate
them on the map.
Tengus. The crusty pirate Tengus. Right?
So
Mm-hmm.
yeah, exactly.
Okay.
And you guys can see these on the map here, yeah?
Yes.
Yep.
Yes. I was
Excellent.
just clarifying for people listening.
Oh, yeah. So you guys see these ones crouched over here, hiding. And as soon as you step through from behind you, you hear a bunch of squawking sounds that sounds like a fluent language, but not one that any of you understand. And you see a ton of other Tengus. These Tengu are all hushed and discussing something and look like they're looking out this way to the east, whereas the other hiding Tengus are to the west. Most of these Tengus are just wearing simple little red bandanas on their head, but one of them that seems to be doing most of the talking looks like this. Who wants to describe him?
Wow.
Go, Tori.
Okay. He looks like kind of like a Assassin's Creed Tengu. He's got a cloak, a green and red cloak. He's got a little ninja star in one hand, and then oh man, we looked up the name of that weapon.
Sai, right?
A sai. I think so, yeah. A sai in the other hand. He's got a whip at his belt, and it looks like maybe a sword on his back, and he looks sneaky and ready to assassinate someone. Oh, and he's a Tengu. I think that part was obvious. But...
yeah. All right. What are you guys doing?
Does it seem like anyone is making moves? Like, are these crusty pirate Tengus looking like they're going to launch an attack or something, or more like eavesdropping?
Roll a sense motive. Perception
Okay.
for sense motive.
My eye slash helping me out here. 41.
41. These Tengu are so slowly creeping up. They all have some of those spiked guns that they're raising up, and they clearly look like they're getting ready for some kind of ambush.
Hey, guys. There's going to be an ambush here in not that long, and I'm pretty sure we're going to get caught in some of those nets because they don't know that we're in the firing path. I don't know which side to pick here, but something's going down right now.
Perhaps we should. Krunk's is actually not going to even speak because he doesn't trust his stealth. So he's just going to point over to the side and start shuffling that way so that we can get out of the range of these two fighting parties.
I'll use quiet allies so that we aren't heard. Hopefully.
Okay. Yeah, with the invisibility sphere and quiet allies, I'm gonna make you guys report. You guys can quietly
Amazing.
get out of the way over here.
Yeah, shuffle out of the way.
Wow, look at these
Um,
tree effects. They actually
I
cover
know.
you guys.
Jack is like in the tree, literally. You can't see him.
Can we do some sort of check to see if we know anything about these two groups? Maybe a society to see if we recognize who they're part of. Are these two fighting each other? Do
Yeah,
we
let's
know
see.
about warring Tengu groups?
I'll let you use your 35 society from earlier, Krunk. Now that you get a better look, you don't recognize those emblems, and you notice that these Tengu to the east, the larger group, they don't have those same emblems. But the clothing and the style of the uniforms and everything, none of it looks familiar to like the region that you've traveled. Like this all looks very foreign.
Interesting. Okay.
Krunk, Gingham, where are we?
And
Can I
any of you
do?
can roll a society if you would like to roll, or an esoteric
To know where we are.
to know where you are.
Oh my gosh. So I had a feeling that I was going to roll a nat 20 just because the Moana song of Where You Are was like going. I was like, oh, this is going to be a nat 20 just because of my bardic inspiration. And then it was.
Nice. You needed the nat 22 because this is a DC 40.
Whoa.
Okay.
So let's talk about where you guys are at. Hold on, I'm on the wrong page.
Crunk's
Cut,
like,
cut, cut.
this species of tree only grows in this one place.
Oh, it's the brittle metal bark.
Oh,
One of my
What?
favorites. It's very rare.
Man, how did I get so far off my
only
page?
the fanciest tables are made from this
Yes,
tree.
Krunk pulls out a little checklist and he checks that tree off of his little bingo card.
I've always wanted to see one of these before.
Very stylish. Everybody in Galarion Scada.
You know, in bird watching, they call it a life bird whenever you see it, like when you are seeing a species for the first time. It's like,
A life?
yeah, like life, like the first time in my life. So you're like, oh, that's a life bird for me or whatever.
That's so
But-
cool.
Fun.
Mm.
That's really cute.
That's adorable. All right, Krunk. Their outfits look quite foreign. The region doesn't look familiar. And after you get a good look at both sides, these Tengu, you start to recognize, you've maybe read about, you probably would have had to read about it. I doubt you've ever been here. But this is part of the Halana theocracy, which is a nation on the continent of Arcadia, which is far, far to the west of Avestan and to the ruined continent of Aslan. So it's not in the inner sea region. It's very far from home.
I will relay that information to Jack.
We
I've
are
literally
far from
never
home.
heard
This
of this
is
place.
So exciting, really.
Wow. Okay. Could Jack do a sense motive on this bigger group of Tengu to kind of get, basically, like, he wants to try and see if these appear to be civilians, basically? Like, are they
Yeah, good.
armed? They look like they could fight? Do they seem nervous? Obviously, the ninja Tengu appears to be quite capable, but the rest, I want to know if that's
Yeah.
part of their garb.
Go ahead and
Are
roll
they
me a
basic?
sense motive.
That's a 28.
28 won't be enough unless you want to hero point it.
Oh wait, I can't because I already used my hero point. Never mind. I used it on
okay.
the hag thing. So nope, I can't. That's what it is. 28.
Yeah, it's hard to tell. There's so many and everything's kind of happening so fast.
Do they have any obvious weapons just from looking at them?
These ones look lightly armed.
Okay.
It definitely
it.
looks like these ones have far more firepower.
The craggy pirates have more firepower than the bandana bandits.
Yeah.
That's the group names I'm gonna go with. Craggy pirates and the bandana bandits.
I like it.
Okay. You guys doing anything, or are you guys just gonna let this fight break out?
Oh,
I'm sitting
No.
back.
I'm so stressed.
It just kind of feels like it's better to let nature take its course rather than get involved before we know which side is right.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. How long does this invisibility sphere last?
I think it's 10 minutes. Let me scroll up and look at it real fast. Yeah, 10 minutes.
10 minutes. Okay.
Oh, but I actually heightened it to 5th level, so it's to 1 hour.
Ooh, nice. You guys get to
Whoa.
watch the whole show.
Yeah, maybe we just follow. Maybe we just see what happens and then follow whatever group comes out on top and, take action from there. I assume we don't
Excellent.
see anyone very clearly brandishing the card.
Nope, you don't see the
Okay.
card anywhere. All right, these ones form a gun line. A couple of them get on their knees. The other ones take aim. And then this one in the back shouts a screeching command in a language that you guys don't recognize. And as he shouts that, Gingham, your eyes flash blue, and you feel the vision card just grow burning hot from wherever you're keeping it. And you black out for a brief moment, and you see just a horrific vision of these pirated Tengu murdering all of these other Tengu and torturing them and leading them back to a village where they murder innocent women and children and civilians and burn a village to the ground. And then that vision swaps back over to this gun line, and behind them you see a huge menacing spectral wolf It almost looks like it's looming and grinning over this group of Tengu. And we'll go
wait,
ahead and
wait.
cut there.
Okay, grinning over the pirate Tengus?
The pirate Tengus.
Grinning down at them like in a
These are
looming way?
mine.
Or like grinning like on their side, grinning and looking at the...
Grinning
Bar
and looking
Tengu.
like kind of proud at the pirate Tengus.
Oh.
Well, that's terrifying.
The Gingham,
I think we made the right choice. We're gonna let all these innocents get slaughtered.
Thanks for tuning in. If you like what we do and you want to see more, please subscribe to our channel so you don't miss a thing. Or if podcasts are more your thing, find the audio version of this show on the Level 1 Geek podcast on your favorite listening platform. If you'd like to show your support, you can find links to our website, Discord, and Patreon in the description below. Now go take a long rest, drink plenty of water, and we'll catch you next time.